.925 sterling silver. Let's make a watch dial. In this first part of the video, I'm going to use a pneumatic scaler to actually apply the texture to the sterling silver plate that I've got. You can see the scaler there and the sterling silver, and then I'm just doing this on a small, it's about 4x4 steel anvil. As I work the sterling silver, you can also see that it's curling, and it's actually becoming what's known as work hardened the more that I essentially hammer on it. And in just a moment, I'll actually hold it up to the camera so you can see the curl that's in it. Now that the sterling silver has been work hardened from applying the texture, what I'm going to do is anneal it. So you can see here I'm taking a torch and heating up the sterling silver until it's just about cherry red. Not quite, but just on the border. And then once it reaches that point, what I'm going to do is pick it up with the copper tongs that I've got, and I'm going to quench it in that bucket of distilled water, which will cool it down. But what the annealing does is it basically makes the silver soft again, so it becomes malleable, so that I can go ahead and work on flattening it out. And what you'll see here is I'll turn it over and I'll use a rawhide mallet to actually hammer the piece slightly to help flatten it back out. In this next part, I'm going to pickle the sterling silver. What I've got there on the stove is just a pickle solution of vinegar and salt that I'm going to put the sterling silver in. And what the pickle solution will do is help to soften and remove that black scale that's now on the metal from annealing it. Here you can see what the silver plate looks like after I've run it under water and taken a brass bristle brush to it to help clean off the remainder of that scale. Now I'm moving to the fiber laser. I have a 100-watt MOPA fiber laser that I'm going to use to cut out the center hole of the dial, and then to cut out the actual diameter of the dial. In this case, the dial's about 33.2 millimeters. And with this being 0.5 millimeter thick sterling silver, the laser pretty much cuts through it just like butter. Really cool thing to see. Here we can see what the dial looks like after being cut by the laser, and then after a little bit of cleanup work, here's what it looks like after the edges have been deburred from the little bit of burn out in the sunlight. Now we're going to move to airbrushing. So in this case, I'm applying a phthalo green acrylic with the airbrush. This has actually got a little bit of a blue tint to the phthalo green, but I've already applied at this point the first 2 layers, and I'm going to apply actually a 3rd and a 4th layer before I'm satisfied with the depth of the color on it. And then after the airbrushing, here is the final product. So hopefully this has been an interesting video for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. Thank you.